What's going on, guys? You got Kwasi here for Kwasi Animation Studio and Kwasi Media Network. Um, I told you earlier I was going to post a video about something I was doing, something I was that I had in mind, and the thing I wanted to bring was show you what I'm doing, and it's just making some little things. So I already have the characters and whatnot. I already went through the process. I downloaded the characters from Ready Player Me. This weapon I got from Sketchfab. The environment, though, when we come in here, the environment is just something I just built real fast. Uh, it's just some cubes. It's literally called Master Cube. I believe that's what. Yeah. Let's come over here. Yeah, Master Cube is what I called it. So Master Cube, and then I have a character. This character here is named uh, Ebenlar, and the he's going after the Master Cube, and he's going to be confronted, so to speak, by Astel, which is Astelle, and he's going to be confronted by her. And I think this is like an old Free Fire model I got, and I'm just in general working on the shot. So the first shot is this one because I had already did the first shot and then thought about it. I was like, I wasn't recording this at all. I was supposed to be recording the entire process, but we'll start from here. Yeah, the first shot starts with him walking forward. We're seeing him come. He's already gone through most of the maze already. I didn't want to animate all of that, so I was like, well, I'll just animate this part and keep it simple. Um, so it's the same thing here. Is where like we have him, he's like looking and whatnot. So we're getting ready to work on the second shot, and the next shot will be. I think the next shot will be. Oh, the next shot will be him stopping to look past the wall. So I'm gonna go back over to Evan Lars thing, and what I want to do is what I'm gonna do is create an internal asset library. So it'll just be for just this particular one. And what I'll do is his hands. I don't want his hands to change, so I'm gonna grab his fingers here, and let's just use C to select it. All right, so that pose I want to keep. All right, that pose I want to keep. So come to animation, create pose. I know it doesn't show anything, but it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go Evalar, and then I'll just use a base hand pose. And I just want to make sure that that pose is always available and go from there. So since it's just that one pose, I'll just make this smaller because I don't need it to be large. And then, like I said, I'll just do the next piece. So um, we got here. Let's go back to ARP. I am going to use some retargeting stuff. So I'm going to retarget some anims and go from there. Using the rifle one. So he's going to walk to kneel, and then we'll do an idle on top of that. So yeah, um, got here is all right. Alrighty then, go ahead and retarget. Okay, it's pretty quick. The reason why I kept the initial action is because his hands. Let's go ahead and get close, because his fingers are not going to be correct. All right, so what you'll do is come over to animate one. Let's rename that back to walk kneel. I'm gonna go to clean up the data, and I just do that. Just that's a GP thing for me. I just do it in general because I don't like having a having the stuff all over the place. Straighten his fingers out. I can clearly see I always miss one for some reason, and I'll do that because it'll instantly bring it back to where I had it. I'll do the same thing here. That still got has the hand selected. Yep. And then keep missing one. All right, there we go. And boom, that wasn't activated, so that's fun. Yeah, let's try it again. All right. Go ahead, select everything. All right. And then, right. Ooh, that's weird. Oh, what changed? Okay. So this way, when I click it, we don't see a change in it. All right. I do see it. I do see one that didn't change. All right. I'm gonna deactivate that. Let's look at it playback. Yeah, because I want him to kneel. All right. So once he kneels, oh yeah, I don't want that. All right, cool. So I'm going to add to this animation because once he gets to here, so I select everything. I want to, like right about here, I want him to stop there, but I want his head to turn. So we're going to go into the animation tab. There's no dialogue. Uh-oh. I can't undo that. Ah, I messed up right there. All right, cool. Got to correct the mistake. Let me take this back to the review port. Yeah, I messed up badly on that one. All right. Okay, so my because this is what I was supposed to do, click and then bring this up because I didn't need, oh, the action editor is over here. Wow. Yeah, I can close that now. I want the action editor over here. I don't know how I messed it up, so bear with me, guys, bear with me. All right, so we got that set. Okay, so I'm gonna push this down because I'm gonna end up baking this. It's 82 frames. Let's take it to 82 frames. The reason why I'm going to do that is because I'm going to turn its head. I mean, I could just do this in the shot, but I'm going to have it stop at at the space. Man, I'm using a different one though. Matter of fact, let's just wait. I'll use a different one. Hold on. I'm thinking a different one would make more sense. But ARP, let's have him walk up to the wall and put his back to the wall. So that may be better. Like the taking cover. My thing is he's going to run up, and I don't want him to run up right. See how he runs up right there? That's the one I don't want because the wall's on the opposite side. Like the way he's walking in this direction, right? So when he turns, he's going to turn against the wrong wall. Yeah, I don't need that one. Clean it out. All right, let's see y'all. I could just go to mix mode and get the other one. Well, take it and reverse it. Matter of fact, let's do that. Let's go to mix mode real quick. Oh wow, learn how to spell cover. All right. So that was cover. I can't think about which cover it was. So let's say it's this one. No. Let's mirror it. Yeah, see, that's the correct direction. So that would be the other one. I'd say I'll call it right. So I'll call this one left because his left shoulder's against the wall, and I'll just rename that left, and then just push it into that file and go from there. All right. All right. And close that and this. Okay. So it's ready to rock. But that also changed the position of the weapon. Son of a. Yep, that didn't help me any now, did it? I just thought about that. I was like, that changes the position of the weapon. I'm gonna do walk to idle. Let's see. Yeah, because it'll give him an opportunity to stop at that point. That's fine. I'll do that. And this one is how long? What? When did that happen? Never mind. All right. All right. So yeah, go ahead and get that set. And for those of you that see this and go, well, I thought he did this. I'm like, I do both stuff. I'll use animation. I'll do manual and I'll use mocap. It just depends on what kind of mocap I'm doing. But this is just to get something out the way. Like I said, just doing a quick project, something just kind of, I guess you would say fun or just a fun project. That's all I'll say. I'm not gonna overtalk it. So yeah, I want to catch these fingies. Yeah. Like the way it has it grab this, I never understood why it had it grab it so tight. Why didn't that grab everything? Oh my goodness. All right. All right, there we go. So what I'm thinking about doing, because I know that this is weird here, but what I thought about doing is if I come in here, right? Let's say I push this down, add a track, come over to the no action tab. I'm gonna hit add, bring this out. I'm gonna go global. All right. As it moves forward, what I'll do, oh dang, it didn't fix this. All right, let me sync to visible range. All right. So what I'll do is as he goes and he starts to slow down. So as he goes, I have him turn in that direction. So here I'd have to add. Let's go. Since that's not set. All right. I'm gonna go new. Hit I as he turns. Have him slightly turn. So catch in and out. And I'm going to vector it so it's a straight turn. This way when you see it from the front, see what I'm saying? Like it's instantly turning in that direction. I think I might go a little further with it. I mean, it does stop moving right there, so I don't think I want him to, yeah, all right. So it's like, yeah, don't want him to do too much changing. All right, that makes sense. So I want to purge the locations because I know there's locations on this and I don't want that. I just want the rotations. I don't even want the quaternion rotation. Yeah, you see, as soon as I took that quaternion off, what it did, it's muted. As soon as I delete, oh, I'm muted. It's still muted. All right. See how he instantly straightened up? That's way better because it starts to turn him instantly, and then I don't have to deal with. Only thing I'm thinking that it messed up was, yeah, it did mess it up. I thought so. Just bring it back because that's what's keeping him from turning sideways. Yeah, the quaternion is what's keeping him from going sideways. I messed it up. So yeah, yeah. select everything. So what I'm thinking is also add here on the neck. Start to turn this head. I will go ahead and do this. Back to location, bring it up, turn it. I said turn it. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't turning. Apparently these things don't run on their own thing. Why his eyes up there? Oh no, never mind. All right. So this is what I'm thinking also. As he stands up, everything that I've already selected, I mean, well, I haven't selected everything. So I'll select all of this, go to 60. So 60 will be my place. I'm thinking having him here and here. Well, maybe here and there or here and there. Let's go with these two. I'll go ahead and hit them the same thing, go 60. And then right here, have him slightly bend forward and look around the corner. So on that, also Control E. I'm gonna select all of that and just Control E, in and out. Oof. What is happening there with the neck? What are you doing? Yeah, it was too much. And it's too far because I don't want it to go that far. I want it to be like right here. If I have to make an adjustment on it in the okay, so here is where the issue is. So as he goes forward, I'm gonna start to turn his head. Because it's got to come from this side, so. I still feel like that's just too far down. It seems so far down. All right, I'm gonna push that down. Let's select these two things. I'm gonna select the whole body. That's fine. Select these two things, and up here, in I think it's yeah, edit. You want to bake selected tracks. Select bones only, and we're gonna do restrict bake and go. What? I was selected. What you talking about? I had to hand select them. That's so weird. I have to do that. Oh wow, that happened. Okay. Hold on. I've never had that happen with this. Turn the visual king off. Why does it keep doing that? Bro, it's supposed to be on addition. Is it not adding? I have not had this happen yet, and yet it's doing this right now. You know what? Just do the default bake. I'm not about to sit playing with you. All right, and then I'll clean the channels and the keyframes. All right, so because I don't know what's going on with the add-on. Like the add-on was supposed to create a new file for me. Let's just go Evalar action one. No, action stop idle. And I'll just make it a fake user for right now. Just turn it off. For some reason, this is doing this backward. I don't know why. This should not be doing this. So I got an idea. Just gonna go like this. Go to streak bake. Huh. Matter of fact, just do that. So if I select everything, it still did it where all of these were selected. So it's the same thing. So alright, never mind. I don't need that. Alright, so let me go to stop idle and it'll work. Alright, cool. So now I can just go ahead and cut this off. Do this, boom, boom. Alright, bam. Alright, so it's set to what I want it to be set to. Alright, cool. Now I come back over to the scene, which would be 3, because that's not what I'm about to do now. So I have to go to the third one. I do this in iterations. Where's the... Alright, so we're going to go here. I already know I want to keep the frame there. So delete this. Push that there. For the sake of it, I'll go all the way to the end. But I know this is further than that. Got that action. I just want to catch him where he is. Alright. Because I already know we're going to come over to here. And turn this off real quick. Because he's supposed to get to this point, even though we haven't even shown that yet. Let me do this. Let me come here. And I want him to stop there. So I'll push... Alright, I'll delete this, make sure that's on replace, append, this is 105, 4, 3, alright, so the camera has to go further, click the camera, that first frame I'm going to bring over here. I do believe that I need to, is this depth, right? Yeah, there we go. Let's go to the depth. So we'll see him start to get close to this. This is why I have this turned on, so I can tell. And then, oh snap, what? I turned that off. Ay. All right. Look at the, I think what, 35 maybe? Yeah, because I want to see it push in on them. I'm going to delete this key. I already see now I have to fix that. So I'm push this into this point, come over. But I'll slightly start to turn and we'll see him looking towards the cube. So this is going to be an awkward position. So what I'm thinking is probably start here and then make our way that way. There we go. But I already know now I have to push him forward some more. So do that and turn this off. Oh, I can't tell which direction it is. So, and he's too close to the thing. So I don't want his weapon to clip through. There we go. All right. So this first one, I think I need to duplicate this camera. So I'm going to duplicate this camera and make this 2. 2. Okay. And then that second camera is going to move, because we'll get this one to here. Yeah, because this is what, camera one. And then I'm going to switch cameras and start on the, go to its depth. I like to use things that these things to help. Like the come on, are you serious right now? I switched cameras. Oh, I turned that off. All right. I guess pushing in a little should work, but also let me see if my rotation's still there. Yep, cool. All right, push that down, push this forward. Let's see what we get in playback. Let's go. Ooh, we can't even see them, B. All right, so I'm gonna have to make an adjustment on that. Be coming here, turn this on. Because I have the entire scene dark, so I'm not gonna, like, that's one of those things where it's like it's not gonna change. But what I'm thinking is putting a light here, right? So now we get a little light on them. All right, I can come out of that one because it doesn't make a difference. Okay. All right, so now I'll come back over here because I want to see it. All right, so I'm feeling like this animation could be a little longer. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna add an idle to this. There is no idle right now, so what I'll do is this. Come over here, let me pull this down so I'm just too high up. Retarget. And there is an, come on. The rifle idle or Neil idle? Just rifle idle. Okay. Turn this off because I don't want no problems. All right. Really? All right, cool. Click. And I always say it's just easier to do this directly in the scene. I mean, from here rather than trying to force it in the scene itself. And I know some people might say, well, why don't you animate it in the scene or work it in the scene? I'm like, nah, because there's gonna be too many issues. There's gonna be too many issues. Clean this up. I'm just keeping it simple, pretty much. All right. Let's check the time. 28 minutes. Huh, not bad. I thought we went farther than that. All right, cool. That seemed like it's on point. All right, cool. Let me push this up because I need my asset library. All right, there we go. No, that didn't work. All right. Activate. It is activated. All right. So what I'll do is push this down, turn this on, which I think is a trip because this seems like the fingers are not set. Why it seemed like the fingers changed? They did. They did change. Huh, interesting. What in the 4550? Come on with that, man. I do not get why that happens. Bro, I tell you, this shit here, man. It's so sometime, bro. Like, I'm like, what in the hell? Like, what is doing that? And then the hand is wrong. like in the shot itself, I have to now, okay, so I don't mess this up, I'm gonna go ahead and create a second one for this. Well, I feel like this is different right here all of a sudden. Like all of this is different all of a sudden. Probably is. All right, get rid of that, push that down because now I can make the alteration I need for it. Put this on because I want him to still be in that position I had him in a little while ago, which is a trip because now that means I'm making this change that he didn't originally have. All right, so the objective here is to push this forward, have him get ready to do that. So let me stretch all this out properly. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make this like 250 because I don't feel like fighting with that. Turn that off. All right, so about 95. Turn this on real quick. I'll push this forward to about what, 75? Cool. All right. So here to there, I want this to make an adjustment. So I'm gonna click this, turn this back on. 3, open this, activate this, click G, Y, Y. Nope. Deactivate, close, turn it off. Now I know my location marker. And then turn it back on, open it back up, deactivate G, Y, Y, push to that point. Because he's got to come into that. So now I'm gonna go into this 23 frames. Nope, 32 frames. There we go. So now once because okay, so I see now I have to readjust his hip because I did change his hip rotation. So open it up. Nope, open that up. G. And now I have to change his head again because I messed up. All right. All right, there we go. And then I can hit him with the 30. All right, so it's like, yeah, because it's not changing anything. It's just, he's just rolling into that position. I don't like that part. I forgot about that. I do kind of like him looking back though. I really kind of wish he was looking the other direction. Let's see. He looks back right there, so I think 230 should be good. And then I'll just bake that. Why does all this seem so shortened? What is going on with that? It's not what I wanted. Close that. This is what I wanted. Why is everything shortened all of a sudden? Ah, never mind. All right. So that's baked. And excuse me. So let's name this action Ebenlar underscore walk stop idle look. Nope. Walk stop idle. All right, so that means that the other one that I created, this one, I'm gonna get rid of. So now I can just turn those off. Gonna clean up the scene, stretch him back the way he was. Come over to the original scene. I mean to the animation scene. And excuse me, here I'm gonna bring in the new animation, which is action. That's why I named it what I named it, so I can remember it. I'm gonna go to 230. Clearly that's gonna stop there. I'm gonna see him and we'll see him look back. So this second camera can get a little bit more action. So I'm thinking on this camera, I can push in some more. I can push in a lot more. Let's just push in kind of hard. I'm gonna pull it up a little bit here. All right. And I'm also thinking on these, let me go 0.03, copy, and then I'll just delete these and then select and then paste, because I want it to be a little bit more can't think of the word, shaky. The depth is off. Ooh, that's horrid. Why is the depth of field so lack? Am I tripping? I feel like the depth of field is lack. And this first camera is not on point. Yeah, so you see where it's at? I don't like that. So let's push this back one. Just, what? Why is there two animations? It seems weird that it was two animations on that. Oof. Okay, so on this one, I'm gonna have to push up a little bit more and a little faster. No. Delete. I said delete. The fuck you deleted? Is it not? You gotta shit me right now. Ah, I see what happened there. All right, cool. So here, and there, because I don't want that other one. I just want this one, because it's still going to be pushing in anyway. So there we go. All right. But I feel like the depth of field is lacking. What's going on there? Let me make this 2.4 and this one 1.4. All right, come back over here. Okay, so his eyes, or is it his head? Let's go with the eyes. Let's just make the eyes do some work. So when it gets here, I'm gonna change that one. Turn this back on. And the thing is, it doesn't have a thing on it to allow me to make him blink. So I have to like fight with that. All right, I'm gonna push that down. Cool. Yeah, I sort of think that I can maybe be focusing on getting rid of this C. Yeah, that's cool. All right, and then it's still in closed mode. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's a little better, huh? Okay, so what I want to do is make a slight adjustment on the cameras where this starts. So when this pushes in, I want him to, like, it's, let's say 75. Let's make it switch there. And then here, we'll go to 75. And then on this one, yeah, that's going to be interesting. What if we start? No, no, let's just delete that. All right. And then here we start a little bit higher up. Yeah, because now it's giving you a little bit more time on the cube. See? What am I missing here? Because something is off. Is it my shadows? Huh? Overscan. There we go. And I'm going to turn on camera jitter. Bring the balloon down to like 0.5. 1, 3, 70. And start over. All right, let's see what we got. Check our time. 41 minutes. All right. Probably gonna do this in 2 parts, people. All right, so I'm thinking these lights personally. So I know these lights all have the same thing on them. So what I'm thinking is I want to go back a little bit, where you see this right here, and I'm thinking, like you can see it on the ground how far the distance is on that. I'm thinking like a meter, maybe 2. Mm-hmm. The bias is a little weird, so I'm thinking maybe 1. The distance, let's say 10. No, 3. See, 3, oof, man, that's crucial. All right, so let's slowly spread that out some. So yeah, 6, it wasn't bad. I'd say 6.5 on the distance. So if we go back to here, see how it looks stretched? But I think that's just on the thing. I don't really want to use motion blur, but I think I will in this case. We're gonna do it at the end of the frame. And the background separation is lower values will reduce background bleeding into the foreground. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna do 20 on it, and then just go step for step. So this way now, when we go ahead and do the pieces and the parts, it works pretty well. So let me look at my view, make sure. Say 0.1. Go back to 0. So that clipping at the top doesn't occur. Yeah, because once you, yeah, good. Right. But the camera clip is 0.1. All right. Let me go to my volumetrics. I think it may be volumetrics that I don't like. Go 0 on that. Let's take it back to 0. So say 6, 23, 18. All right, I can deal with that. The N 300. All right, cool. Run it. I also feel like this part right here, where the lights are there, I think that's a poor decision. I'm thinking I'll get rid of these lights here. I don't need them. At least not right there. Probably move them over this way. I really don't like them being there. Hide those. I mean, I guess they'll do. They'll have to work. All right, cool. Because I feel like it's lighting it up too much, and I want them to be separate. I'm just gonna get rid of them. First let me do that, and then I'll get rid of these, and then I'll bring in a fresh light, which will be, it'll still be a point light, but it won't be as bright. So let's just say 120, distance of 6. Contact shadows, of course. Your distance of 15. Yeah, that's a little bit better than me. You getting a very faint light. Ah. All right. Very faint light, and then boom, duplicate and bring this across. Because it's more like now you're getting to the point where you're about to hit that spot where things about to get real ugly for you. So I'm thinking that'll work. All right. All right. Save. Come in here. Oh yeah, I like that way better. This is kind of sort of like my Spirit Hunters thing, but it just I don't know. I just got this idea for this cube thing. All right, so I'm gonna stop right there. I will give you the part two of this. I'm not gonna just not finish this up. So you'll see me working on the other part where when he goes in, we see Estelle show up. And I don't know if I want to do a conflict. I might. I'm thinking it'll be a cool conflict where he's shooting at her and she's got like this field around her that's blocking the thing, blocking all of the bullets. And then he's like, I don't know what to do. And then she's, I don't know. I'll come up with something. But nonetheless, man, I hope you enjoyed that. I know sometimes I was stuttery. I'm not sure if you can hear me well or not. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed it. Number love.